Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. The whispers around Hope Valley have grown into full-blown excitement this week, as When Calls the Heart continues to shape its biggest and most emotional chapter yet in 2025. Behind the quaint storefronts and sunlit meadows, something deeper is stirring, a renewal of hope, love, and unexpected challenges that promise to redefine the show in ways fans never imagined possible. Production insiders have quietly revealed that the creative team is expanding the emotional core of Season 13 in bold directions, taking familiar faces and placing them in uncharted emotional territory. For Elizabeth Thornton, the heart of the valley, this season marks a reckoning of spirit. She's standing at a crossroads, one that will force her to decide whether her heart truly belongs in Hope Valley or if destiny has another calling. Erin, Krakow, ever graceful in her portrayal, has reportedly pushed for Elizabeth's journey to be more introspective and raw than ever before. Instead of purely romantic dilemmas, she'll be tested by questions of identity, forgiveness, and rediscovery, especially after the storm that defined the previous season's finale. Nathan Grant's storyline, too, is said to take a dramatic turn. Kevin McGarry, known for his quiet strength and emotional honesty, hinted during a private set conversation that Nathan's confidence will be shaken this season in a way we haven't seen before. There's talk of a new Mountie protocol change coming to Hope Valley, something that could alter his role and test his loyalty to both duty and love. Rumor has it, a mysterious newcomer with ties to Nathan's past could appear midway through the season, challenging his perception of right and wrong. Meanwhile, fans will see Hope Valley itself transform in a way that mirrors the residents' growth. New businesses are opening, and a traveling theater troupe is said to be making an appearance in town, an idea that could bring color, laughter, and a touch of chaos. Hallmark producers reportedly wanted to give the series a fresh tone, mixing classic heartwarming drama with a new creative flair inspired by the early days of cinema and music. There's also talk of a long-awaited return. After years away, one of the show's most beloved original cast members is rumored to be back in a limited but pivotal role. The details are closely guarded, but several extras on set mentioned that scenes were filmed in the early hours at the old church and schoolhouse, suggesting a reunion that will leave fans in tears. Many are speculating that Abigail Stanton could finally return, but not in the way fans expect. The character may reappear not as a simple visitor, but as a woman with a mission, something tied to the town's founding and its uncertain future. The chemistry between Elizabeth and Nathan remains at the center of all this, but insiders say it will not be the usual love triangle confusion. This season's romance is mature, reflective, and full of unspoken longing. One particularly intense scene reportedly shows Elizabeth confronting Nathan over something he's kept hidden for months, a letter that was never delivered, a confession that could have changed everything. Viewers will see both characters pulled between forgiveness and pride, love and fear, all against the stunning backdrop of a Hope Valley sunset that's both symbolic and heartbreaking. Elsewhere, Lucas Bouchard's story seems to take a dramatic redirection. After leaving town to find purpose beyond politics, Lucas may return with a deeper purpose, one that involves rebuilding not just the town's economy, but his relationship with its people. Chris McNally has been seen on set dressed in more rugged attire, suggesting that Lucas's sophisticated charm may take a back seat to a more grounded version of the man we once knew. Some crew members hinted that he's carrying emotional scars from his time away, and that he's returning with news that could alter the town's future in a surprising way. What's fascinating about the upcoming episodes is how each storyline interlocks. Faith Carter, played by Andrea Brooks, will reportedly face her most emotional arc yet as she balances her dedication to healing others with her own longing for love and belonging. She's said to be working on opening a small clinic in a neighboring town, and a visiting doctor may become more than just a colleague. That subplot could open the door for a crossover episode that connects Hope Valley to another Hallmark town, a rare move that could expand the universe, even further. Production sources also confirmed that the writing this season is exploring generational shifts. The younger residents, Sally Angela and Bouchard, taking more prominent roles, reflecting the passing of wisdom and responsibility from the old guard to the new. Allie's journey is particularly emotional this time. As she prepares to leave for a teaching program in Union City, Nathan struggles with the idea of letting her go. Their father-daughter bond, long a quiet emotional thread, may finally take center stage in a way that mirrors Elizabeth's early days as a teacher. Then there's Rosemary and Lee, culture Hope Valley's heart and humor. Pascal Hutton and Kevin Smith are reportedly filming scenes that celebrate the joys and chaos of family life, but also introduce real fears about change. The cultures may face an unexpected health scare that shakes their usual light-hearted tone, forcing them to reflect on what truly matters. Fans can expect one of the most powerful monologues in the show's history from Rosemary, a moment that insiders say will leave not a single dry eye on set. Visually, the show is leveling up. Hallmark invested in new cinematography techniques for season 13, using drones and advanced lighting to give Hope Valley an even more cinematic beauty. Some fans who attended early screenings described the show's new tone as richer, deeper, almost like a historical film. The color palette reportedly shifts throughout the season, from the cold, muted tones of doubt and loneliness to the golden warmth of hope and reconciliation. It's a subtle storytelling method that reflects the emotional rhythm of the series. Behind the scenes, there's also buzz about a special two-part episode that may air during the holiday season. The storyline supposedly involves a surprise wedding, a blizzard, and a long-lost letter that changes everything. Erin, Krakow, and Kevin McGarry were seen rehearsing a scene where Elizabeth and Nathan must work together to help stranded travelers, an echo of the early seasons. Community spirit, but with the tension of two people still afraid to admit their true feelings. And while fans are speculating about who's tying the knot, the real twist may not be about romance at all. The event could bring closure to a story that began years ago, possibly linked to Jack Thornton's memory. Rumors hint that a letter from Jack could resurface, bringing both sorrow and peace, finally allowing Elizabeth to let go of the guilt that shadowed her since his passing. That emotional resolution could be one of the most defining scenes of the entire series. Hallmark executives, aware of how emotionally invested the fan base is, are reportedly planning an interactive fan week during the season's midpoint, something entirely new. Viewers might get the chance to vote on small narrative decisions through the network's app, shaping how certain side stories unfold. This experimental move could make When Calls the Heart the most interactive Hallmark drama ever produced. Meanwhile, filming continues deep into the Canadian countryside, with cast members sharing glimpses of their time on set, but always careful not to give too much away. One behind-the-scenes photo showed Erin, Krakow, standing alone by the schoolhouse, the sky dusky and golden, with the caption, "Sometimes silence says everything." Fans immediately began theorizing about its meaning, perhaps a hint of Elizabeth's new emotional solitude before a major turning point. New characters are also coming. Among them, a widowed artist from the East who moves to Hope Valley with her teenage son, seeking refuge from her past. Her presence will reportedly stir emotions among townspeople and challenge Elizabeth's role as the town's emotional anchor. The artist's story could mirror Elizabeth's earlier journey, creating a poetic symmetry that longtime fans will appreciate. There's also talk of a former miner returning with ambitions of building a new business that could bring prosperity or divide the community once again. Hallmark seems intent on capturing the balance between progress and preservation, an ever-relevant theme for the show's message of faith, love, and perseverance as production inches toward wrapping. One thing is certain, this season isn't playing it safe. Every creative choice, from the writing to the direction, reflects a desire to evolve the show while honoring its roots. The showrunner reportedly told the crew, "We're not just telling stories about Hope Valley, we're showing why hope matters." And that's exactly what keeps When Calls the Heart alive year after year. Its beating heart of optimism. Amid all the twists, the heartbreaks, and the joys, it's the belief that love and faith can weather any storm that continues to define the series.